How's it going, everybody? Kasabe here, and some big news, some channel updates. First and foremost, I got a new desktop PC. It's the first time I've ever had a desktop. I've been doing all of my streams and recordings on a $200 laptop for the last few months. Actually, it's closer to about a year now that I think about it, but there's going to be a lot of uptick in quality for the streams and everything that I'll be putting out, some content. But along with that, I wanted to give you a content update. I've tried a few things on the channel here. My channel's always been kind of just like a smorgasbord of all the stuff that I used to play with my friends. I used to have a lot of like Fortnite and some Overwatch, some other stuff sprinkled in. The two mainstays have been mostly Rocket League and MLB the Show. Rocket League I don't play enough to kind of have videos on a recurring basis anyway. But you might see a random Rocket League video for me every once in a while. Other than that, I've tried some other stuff here, including like MLB the Show gameplay, Madden franchise, the Salem Phantoms franchise. Just with this fresh restart, I'll be getting some new programs. I'll be using the Adobe Creative Suite, which I had like the bare bones elements for a while. And so all of that considered just made me kind of look at my channel and just kind of reassess what I want to do. Just kind of do like a fresh restart. And part of that is just kind of going with what I think I know the best. A lot of you guys know me as a logo artist for MLB the Show. And I do some like movie recreations using some scenes from like The Sandlot. I've done some backyard baseball stuff, some stadium creator. A lot of what I find success in is stuff that happens behind the scenes. I'm not really a gameplay-oriented type of streamer or content creator. And making this video kind of made me realize that was the case. So effective immediately, I'm not really going to be making too many more franchise-oriented videos or going into too much MLB The Show competitive play for the most part. I may still continue the Salem Phantoms franchise just because it was kind of a passion project of mine and I put my time and effort into all 30 of the logos, but I kind of knew by the end of MLB 22 that with the year-to-year saves not being a part of the game, that one was probably going to fall flat sooner or later. I also just went to play the Madden franchise that I had for Madden 06 recently, and I recorded 3 gameplay videos only to realize that the audio had messed up. I don't have a way of going back to the start of the regular season or saving those videos, so that was kind of the other determining factor of this. I really want to play Madden, the newer games. It's just not a game that I think is in a good state where, you know, it would kind of keep me in a good state of mind playing it. There's just so many bugs and everything. But also it would be kind of getting away from my identity, and that primarily is MLB The Show. And most of you guys, like I said, know me as the logo guy for the community. Because of that, a lot of the content that I'm starting to lean more towards is in the world of podcasts. I've been talking with the guys at Showzone. We're probably going to have a podcast there where I won't be like the main person on there, but like I'll be a recurring guest or host. But I also wanted to create one myself. It's going to be sports and logo oriented. It's not necessarily going to be video games per se, but I'll share some more information once I get closer to kind of getting that started up. So with all that being said, here is the scheduled breakdown that I'm hoping to do. Every week I want to create something that's MLB The Show related, and there's going to be a wide variety of topics that this could be. So for example, I've done some of the movie recreations that you guys have seen. I might do like some stadiums here and there and just kind of give you a deep dive of what the stadium build looks like. And I'll let you know like once it's available in the vault to the community. Also around the off season last year, I started making a documentary series called The History of the Show, which I did 6 episodes and I haven't done any since. There's one that's kind of in the works right now, but I've been just having it sit for the last like 4 or 5 months. I'd really like to get back into making those because they got a good response, and it's kind of one of those projects that you just kind of feel good making it, if you know what I mean. So I'm aiming to keep all the MLB The Show related stuff on Tuesdays. I'm going to call it The Show Tuesdays. I might have some gameplay here or there. If I do decide to keep the Phantoms franchise, which I'm still debating, that one will probably be in its own separate series at a separate day of the week. The new podcast, my personal one, will be on Thursdays. I am always free on Wednesdays, so I feel like this would be a good time to record the podcast and edit it to have it ready by Thursday. And of course, we still have the logo speedruns. I'm still doing logo commissions for MLB The Show. And those are going to be every Sunday. It's just a video where you can kind of see a sped up process of the logos that I make, generally a couple minutes long. So some of my content might look a tad different just because I have the new editing software and I'm probably going to get a bunch of new graphics and everything to boot. I've also been wanting to make videos a little bit more digestible. Whenever I play a baseball game, I want to share the full 27 outs, what happens, so you guys get like the full picture of the game. That's not necessarily very entertaining if you just have a lot of like weak outs and stuff like that in a baseball game, for example. So I'm going to try and make the videos a little bit more entertaining to watch. I know I'm not the most entertaining person when it comes to being jubilant or energetic. So that's why I'm kind of turning my focus a little bit more to the post-production, which I went to school for, but also podcasts. If there's one thing that people tell me, it's that my voice sounds very radio-like. And I like kind of doing those informational type of videos, like the documentary series, like A History of the Show. So I'm going to start focusing on that content a little bit more. So effectively, I'll be doing 3 days a week of content on my channel. And for more MLB the Show related content, I'll be working even harder for Show Zone. You guys can subscribe to their channel. I have plenty of stuff I'll be helping out with over there. So thanks for watching. If you guys are interested more in my podcast, either one, the Show Zone one or my personal one, let me know. I might be asking you guys for some episode ideas early on as we get that started. But for now, this is Kasabe. Thanks so much for sticking around on the channel, and we'll see you with the new schedule.